I'm about to put some homemade bread on, just using a bread machine. We're going to eat with Corie and Austin this afternoon, eat supper with them. And I told Corie I would make some stuff and she could make some stuff we would just combine. We've been doing that a lot lately. Of course, Corie's getting closer and closer to having the baby and she's tired, and we want to help her any way we can. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on a loaf of bread just so that's easy. Put it in there and we can just eat it, and we'll leave the rest of it probably with Corie and Austin. They can eat it in the next few days. I'm going to use the recipe that I'm going to use, the one I always use. Miss Cindy come up with this recipe. Years ago, when she still lived in Black Mountain, she got into making bread, and she got a bread machine, and she realized she liked using it, so she got me one. She'd always find them at thrift stores and yard sales, things like that, but the one that I have is a Panasonic. Anyway, she got it for me. I've used it for years, still going strong. But during that time, actually I wrote it down right here, so it's a Panasonic SD YD205 is the little thing of it. You might find one in a thrift store. Anyway, she tried different recipes, like especially the recipes, the basic ones that come with the machine, but she kind of tweaked it and come up with this one that she really liked, and she taught it to me, and I've been making it ever since. So I'm just going to put it together and get it going in the bread machine. So first of all, we're going to do 3 cups of flour. Now that can be bread flour or just all-purpose. I'm just using all-purpose today. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in, see if I can do it without spilling it, which is a big if. That's the great thing about bread machines. You just put it all in there, and then you just get to forget about it until it's ready. Make sure I got all that. Okay. Then we're going to do half a cup of whole wheat flour. So I have that right here. Put that in there. I'm going to do, in her original recipe, and I've still got it wrote down here, but I hadn't used it in years and years, was she put gluten in it. Somewhere after that, she quickly realized you didn't really need it, and that's just one more thing that you usually didn't have on hand unless you buy it especially for this. So I've not used the gluten in years, so I don't do that. But if you wanted to, it's just a heaping tablespoon of gluten. And then I'm going to put a half a cup of oats. These are quick cooking oats, and I have 2 tablespoons of butter, so I'm just going to go ahead and put all that in there together. And I will link to this recipe. I've got it on the Blind Pig and the Acorn, and that way it'll be easier for you to go there and see all the ingredients in order. Now, Miss Cindy, she was the kind of person that she liked to use things like that she already had on hand and have multiple uses for them. So most bread recipes call for sugar. This one, if you use sugar, you could put 2 tablespoons of sugar. You could put that. But instead of doing that, she started using jelly, like maybe the leftover jelly you have in your refrigerator. Now, if you use, like I have, grape or blackberry jelly, your bread will have a bluish tint to it. If you used apple or peach, it doesn't change the color. So today, this is not it. Usually I already looked in the refrigerator to see if I had a jar back in the back that hadn't been used up, but I didn't have one. So I had to go to the basement and get me some apple jelly. So there's 2 tablespoons of apple jelly. Then I've got 2 teaspoons of salt. Go ahead and put that in there. And then I'm going to put, when I do my machine, the way I do the yeast is it goes in the top. There's a little lid that lifts, and I put the yeast there. So I've got it right here, but I won't add it till I get over to the machine. And then I'm going to add, I've got 1.5 cups of water. So I'm going to add the water. And then I'm ready to take it over there and put it on the machine and put the little yeast in. Let me do that and I'll be right back. Okay, got it in there. Now, again, I'll link to that in the description below so that you can go and read the ingredients for yourself. I am going to go back over them just for myself and make sure that I really did, since I'm videoing, that I really did add them all, because I want our bread to be really good. I got them all in there. Okay. Now my machine has, I just use it on the basic bread recipe is how I cook it. And it has the option that takes 4 hours, but you can do a rapid bake and it takes 3 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rapid one just so the bread will have time to get out and cool a little bit so that I can cut it before we take it to Corie and Austin's. Now, what I wanted to do the video for really though is I'm going to go do a bunch of stuff and then I'll come back and finish the video. Is I want to share 2 of the sides I'm going to take with me to Corie's. 2 of the easiest summer type. You could use them anytime, but they make me think of summer, especially the salad. Two of the easiest summertime or anytime side dishes for you to take to somewhere like that, or just to whip up, for your family to enjoy. So I'm going to go do some work, and then I'll continue the video and I'll show you those recipes. I managed to get a lot done today, so I've had a really good day. Now I'm ready to make those my last two little things I'm going to make to take to Corey's. I've got the bread out. It's been out for a while. So the first one, they're both recipes. They come from mine and Jim's cookbook, Celebrating Southern Appalachian Food. And the first one, I think I've shared in another video. It's so simple but so good. It is baked onions. So I'll just read the recipe to you. It'd be easier. Baked onions with cheese. 5 to 8 onions sliced thin, salt and pepper to taste, 3 tablespoons butter, 3 tablespoons water, and shredded cheese, just ever how much you would want. Add sliced onions to a greased baking dish, season with salt and pepper, dot with butter, sprinkle with water, cover dish, and bake at 400 degrees for about 30 to 40 minutes or until the onions are tender. During the final 10 minutes of cooking, you want to take it out, take that cover off, top with the shredded cheese, and let it continue baking until it's all melty and wonderful. So I've got my greased dish here. I'm just going to start. I've already sliced up my onions. I'm going to start putting them in there. Smells good. Onions, just, what is it they say? If you want to make somebody think you're really cooking something good, just cut up some onions. I guess you could say the same for garlic. I should have probably salted them as I went, but maybe I'll stir them around. It'd be good. Got me a towel right here. And you could put, I'm just going to use salt and pepper. That's just what I usually use. We're pretty simple. But if you wanted to, you could definitely add garlic salt. Think of, I don't know, any kind of spice you wanted. Some kind of seasoning mix would be really good too on it. So I've got my butter all chopped up here. I'm just going to drop some around on the top. And you could make this as a great recipe too, because you could make it, you say, well gosh, I don't need that many onions, Tipper, there's not that many of us. It's so simple. Just downsize your, you could even just do 1 onion, even a half an onion if you wanted to. Get my water. And I'm ready to cover it and put it in the oven. And once it gets, I'll time it, and once about the last 10 minutes or so, I'll put this cheese on it. Okay, now that I've got that going, I'm going to clean up my little mess here, and then I'll show you the next recipe. Okay, the next one, I'm ready to whip it up, which is even simpler than the onions, really. So this one is carrot, raisin, and pineapple salad. Now, I've never had this before. This is a recipe that Jim put in the cookbook, so I've not had all of his recipes. Really, thinking about it, it's more like a dessert salad. Always when I think of those, I think of the Jell-O ones, like I don't know if someone in your family used to make them. Granny made like Heavenly Hash, and then there's like a lime one, all different kinds of those. An orange one, a lot of times I would see them on the table at like decoration day or something like that. But carrot, raisin, and pineapple salad you need, and I'm doubling it because it's going to be, me and Matt and Katie and Corie and Austin, all of us, so I doubled it. But this is the original recipe. You need 1 cup of grated carrots, chopped with an ulu or knife, but you could use a shredder like I did, whatever you do. 1/2 cup raisins, 1/2 cup canned pineapple slices or chunks, drained and cut into small pieces. Now what I did, because I had a pineapple that I bought, I got most of it right here to put in the refrigerator for Matt to eat. Matt loves pineapple. I've got some of it in my jar over here, my glass jar, because I need to make kefir. So he loves pineapple kefir too. I'll make that. Anyway, I used that instead of since I already had one here, but you could definitely just get you a little can of pineapple. You could even buy them in little chunks if you didn't want to go through the trouble of cutting them up. Anyway, you need a half a cup of them, of pineapple, and then just mayonnaise to taste, that's all. So the recipe though says stir the carrots, raisins, and pineapple together and then mix in mayonnaise to taste. Do not use too much. A pinch of sugar can be added if desired and for extra crunch and a taste difference. The same is true of chopped pecans. And then I guess you could put any kind of walnuts, any kind of nuts. I think almonds would be really good in this. Tip, for a color consistent salad, use golden raisins. Well, I didn't have any golden raisins, so I'm not gonna do that. So now let me just put all my ingredients in here and then we'll see. Probably one of those things that'd be better if I made it early today or even today and eat it tomorrow. Be better if it marries, as Matt says, but we'll taste it anyway. I think it'll be really good. Pineapple, I may have got too big of a bowl for it, but oh well. And it's pretty, very pretty. Let me move these so you can see. Oh, it's really pretty. Even, I guess the gold raisins would make it look nicer as far as the color. I don't know though, I kind of like the dark raisins in it. I'm thinking even if you just left it like that, it would still be tasty. But let's add a little bit of mayonnaise. I guess I'll just start with about maybe a heaping tablespoonful. This would be, I'm thinking, be something really good if you liked it, which I think we will like it. Really good to, on a hot summer day, just keep it in the refrigerator and then pull it out. You could have this and a few crackers and that would make you a little meal, a little sweet treat. This is will be more like a dessert. We don't need a dessert though because we have the little cake left over from Corey's shower, so we said we could cut into that. We had just a tiny cake and then some cupcakes, and the cupcakes have about all been eaten, but the cake hasn't been cut yet. So, okay, I wonder if I can get somebody to come taste it with me. I'll see if I can find Matt. Huh? I don't know, Matt's giving me the stink eye. Did I interrupt you? Okay, I got your fork, me a fork. This is carrot pineapple salad, carrot raisin pineapple salad. Jim Cassida, let's see.
Never heard of it.
Me neither, but let's see what we think about it.
If it's got pineapples, I'll eat it. Oops.
If you get it to your mouth. It's good.
That's very good.
It's sweet, of course. How could it not be with the raisins? Carrots are sweet too, and the pineapple.
Yeah, I like that.
I said this would be really good. It'd be better after it marries, but be good to keep in the refrigerator when it's cold. Wouldn't that be good, like on a hot summer day?
It's really good.
That is good. You could put nuts in it, his recipe says, and I think almonds would be really good in it. But I won't put them in it because Austin can't eat almonds, but I think almonds would make it really good. Or pecans or whatever you wanted. You don't think so? You think just like this?
I'm just wondering.
That's not much.
If this is, well, yeah.
I doubled the recipe and I should have tripled it.
But if this is in your cookbook, how come it's just now we're trying it out?
Yeah, I know. Well, it was Jim's recipe, so I'm going through and trying to make all of Jim's too, but I hadn't quite got there.
Very good.
It's good.
I like that.
I think everybody will like it, don't you?
I could eat that whole bowl.
I know. That's the only problem is I didn't make enough.
I like that. You need to make more of it. I'll make it in the future.
I will. I did cut up you some pineapple.
Cool. What's this all about?
That's going to go on my onions. They're about to come out of the oven.
So, you no longer need me?
I no longer need you. Go back to what
Thanks,
you were
dear.
doing. Sweeping water, I think.
Yep.
Our basement got a little wet. Take you some pineapple.
I'll go with that.
Matt's crazy about pineapple. Reminds you of your grandma Bonnie?
A little bit.
Matt was little, he stayed with his grandmother Bonnie, Miss Cindy's mother, and she would feed him pineapple.
That's an extra good one too.
Well, good.
My goodness.
Good.
I gotta go.
Okay, I gotta get the onions out and put the cheese on them. Let's see if they're good without getting burned. Tender. Oh yeah. That's good. I'm gonna give them a little stir before I put the cheese on them. I may need to grate some more. The cheese, of course, would just be up to you how much you like or how much you want. Got some carrots over here too. I don't guess it would hurt if I put some carrots. I think I'll need a little bit more. Can't have too much cheese, or at least in our family. We're all cheese lovers. Okay, put it back in for about 10 more minutes. Well, these look good, don't they? Probably be too hot for us to taste, but we're going to try. Let's see if I can lift them up and show you. Look at the camera, Matt, and see if you think.
Oh yeah.
You can tell. Looks really good. Corie, I can't believe Corie ain't calling because we're running late. But
Are we supposed to do that?
yeah, we're supposed to already be there, but she must be running late too, or she'd been calling. I'm gonna try. It's probably so hot we can't stand it, but try a little bit. Have to blow on it.
Golly, I guarantee you that's molten lava hot.
I know. We may burn our tongues and not be able to eat. Have to blow on it. Hot.
It's hot. It's good.
So easy, but so good. One of the easiest side dishes. It's really good. So I've made this one a lot. We knew it would be good.
Yeah, it's very good.
Very tasty, and two really quick, easy side dishes. I think they're perfect for summer, but I guess they're perfect for any time of the year.
Oh yeah.
I hope you enjoyed seeing how to make these two really quick, easy recipes. Perfect side dishes, I think, for summer, but really for any time. You'd eat them well, we eat the onions a lot, so you know you eat them anytime.
I
And
eat them anytime.
the little salad would be good anytime too, but I just think they seem like summer somehow. If you've not picked up your copy of mine and Jim's cookbook, I'll leave the link in the description below so you can go check it out and see what you think about it. We're always glad when you stop by to help us celebrate Appalachia. Right?
Right.
Now we're going to go eat.
Let's go.
You ready to go?
Yeah, I'm hungry.